Welcome to the Business B.E.A.R podcast, Garrett County Business Development's local business marketing podcast, hosted by me, local radio personality and the voice of Garrett County, Connor Norman. Why Business B.E.A.R? Well, not only are black bears famous in our community, but the acronym actually stands for something. It stands for Business Expansion Assistance and Retention Podcast. So on this show, we sit down and spend 15 to 30 minutes talking with our local business owners, state partners, and economic development professionals in Garrett County. It's our hope that you learn a lot, and we'll try to have some fun while we're at it. So stay tuned and buckle up. Let's get this show on the road. All right, we're going to kick it off. I've got my guests here. We've got Gabe, Hidey, and Jett Miller. They are co-owners of the new Dockside Solutions, and they're going to tell us how we get around the lake. Let's talk to the guys behind it. Gabe, Jett, you guys want to kick it off? Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Yeah, so I'm Gabriel Hidey, and I had this idea with Jett starting about last summer. We both worked on the lake at Bill's Marine Service rental dock at 219 location for the last couple years. I'm a recent college graduate. I'm really excited about this new business idea.
Nice.
I'm Jett Miller. I'm a recent graduate of Garrett College with a business management and entrepreneurship degree. I'm a current student at WVU in a finance degree. Like Gabe said, we've worked at Bill's Marine for years, and now we're partnering with them to kind of start this new business.
You guys go back, good friends, you're starting a business together. There's no better time than getting that business up and running, especially in Garrett County and around Deep Creek Lake too. So you guys have a little background in boats, which is nice. But let's go over from top to bottom what Dockside Solutions is. Give me the 101 and then we're going to break down each service.
So we have a variety of services just to make boating easier on the lake. We noticed that there was a lot of inexperienced boaters on the lake just working at the rental docks, and we wanted to kind of clean the lake up in that aspect and give those people a chance to safely get around the lake. So we started a boat shuttle service that's kind of like boat Uber.
Nice. Yeah.
So that's one of our services. We pick you up from your dock, take you to the restaurants, and you can have as much fun as you want and get home safely. We also do captaining services, so we can captain our own boat. We have a Bennington 25-foot pontoon boat that we just purchased from Bill's Marine Service, and that holds 15 people, and we can take them out for a specified period of time and just they can just enjoy the lake. We take care of driving around, kind of planning the day out for them and catering to whatever they want.
The other thing I would add is we also captain rental boats. If someone wants to rent a boat through Bill's Marine, if they prefer to do it that way, then we'll also captain those boats as well.
You know, that's pretty interesting because I think we get a lot of visitors from all over the place. If they're in Maryland, there are certain laws regarding how old you have to be. There are laws that you have to have a license actually to pilot the boat, if you will. Many people that might come here might not have that. I know if you were born prior to 1970, you're grandfathered in, but if you're born after 1970, you have to have this license. And many people, like I said, you're not around boats all the time. You want to enjoy the experience that's at Deep Creek Lake, but I don't have a license, or even if I'm above that age line, I don't know if I'm quite competent in driving a boat. So you guys can step in and actually pilot the boats to make that easy, to take that fear, that anxiety out of the whole process. Now we've got someone locally that can captain their boat for them. So let's say they called you, is it an easy process? Do they just call you? Do they organize it ahead of time? What do you guys like to see there?
So we have a website and a Facebook page. Our website just has a form they fill out, and we always try to if they fill that form out, we always try to get back to them within 24 hours. We also have a Facebook page. We're really active on it. We try to do a lot of advertising there. If you message that Facebook page, we're really responsive, and we get back to you fast.
Okay, so let's say I'm down at Honey and I'm having a good time, and so I could call you guys and you would come pick me up there in a more like a ride, what do they call them? Ride share services, Ubers, Lyfts, you name it. But hey, this isn't on wheels, this is on water. How cool is that? So what's that process? Do you guys have like a text system? Do you call? Do you just do it through the Facebook? How do you do that?
So for that service specifically, like the water shuttle, we prefer that people, if you're planning your day out and you want us to like pick you up and drop you off at a certain time, you can inquire on the website at docksidesolutions.dcl.com. But if you're just in a pinch and just need a quick ride home or something like that, you can give us a call. My number's on the website, and just give us a call, and we'll try to get to you as fast as we can and get you home safely.
Because I can see in the future, trust me, I'm going to be spreading this around. You guys are going to be busy this summer. It's really unique what you guys have got going on here in Deep Creek. What is your inspiration behind starting this business?
I mean, I would like to say that, like, I I come from a family of, a long line of entrepreneurs. My great grandfather was an entrepreneur. My grandfather's on both sides, and my father himself. And I grew up following my father around and trying to learn from him as much as I could. And growing up with him, we had a lot of great memories here at the lake. And unfortunately, he passed away, and his ashes are here at the lake. So it's made this place very special to me. And doing this in a way for him and trying to, continue that legacy.
So I feel like it's just in my bloodline, and it's something I'm really passionate about. So this has been a really good experience for me starting the business.
Now, I understand you do something a little different that's kind of fun too, and it involves water sports. What's that like?
Yeah, so we also have kind of like a separate company from Dockside Solutions called DCL Wake Surf. It's a luxury wake boat that I have, and I take groups of six out, up to six. It can be groups of two, three, whatever. And we go out on the lake, and I teach you guys how to wake surf. I've been doing it since 2017. I'm very passionate about that sport. It's super easy, light on the body, and I've taught people from all ages, skill levels, abilities how to do that. So um, I have a lot of joy in that. So I'm really excited about that as well.
Great. Anything to add, Jett?
I'll say if anyone wants to do a water sport that's not hard on the body, wake surfing is definitely the one to do. You can wake surf all day and not be sore the next day, unlike a lot of the other water sports.
Yeah, I taught Jett how to wake surf, and he's getting better every day. So yeah.
Yeah, the real problem is when you try to teach me. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, gentlemen, this is kind of a great time for me too, because not only we're learning about your business, but I think this is a good time for our listeners to learn from a very interesting perspective. Now, you guys are younger. You've started a business here at Deep Creek. We see a trend of outward migration. People tend to go towards the cities. They tend to go towards the larger urban areas. That's where they want to be. You guys have chosen to stay here in Garrett County, and not just that, invest, set down further roots, and open a business. Tell us a little bit about why Garrett County, why stay here and open a business.
For me personally, I've lived in big cities for periods of time, like throughout college and stuff like that, and I love being in nature, and I feel like everybody should experience that. I actually majored in psychology, and one of the things I studied was how natural environments can kind of help improve your quality of life and your mental state. And so I think being out on the water is a great way to connect with nature as well as have a good time and relax.
Yeah, I'd say there's definitely no place like home. I've grown up here my entire life, so all my family is here. It's just there's a great business atmosphere. The business development here in Garrett County is great. Everyone we've spoken to has really been willing to help us, so it's a great place to start a business.
Do you feel like there's more opportunity here where there might not be in more populated areas?
Definitely, I feel that like the community has come around us so much and helped support us, and everybody, like Jett said, everybody that we've talked to has been helping us out. They have our backs, and they really want to see this company thrive. So yeah, that's been a huge part of making this business what it is.
That's awesome. Well, guys, I appreciate you sharing that. And pretty soon we've got your ribbon cutting coming up. I think that's here in another week, so that'll be exciting. It will really launch you guys out there. And then, of course, we will be spreading the word about Dockside Solutions throughout the community. Now, tell us your social media handles, tell us your website, your contact number, your email. Let's hear it all so that if anyone is interested in taking advantage of your services, they know exactly where to go.
So we have DCLWakesurf.com. That's for the wake surfing operation. And then we also have Dockside That has our captaining services, our boat management, our water shuttle, all things like that on there. And the phone numbers to contact us are on those websites. Our Facebook is Dockside Solutions DCL and DCL Wake Surf.
Email is dockside-solutionsdcl@gmail.com.
So tell me a little bit about the process that goes into setting this up. I can imagine there's a lot of hoops to jump through.
So getting a business on the lake is very difficult. There's a lot of permitting that you have to go through, and specifically the special use permit, they don't just hand those out. So that's been something that was difficult to get, but Bill's Marine Service, we both have a great relationship with them, so they kind of allowed us to be on their special use permit and help us out a little bit and get us that foot in the door on the lake so that we can grow this business into hopefully a major operation for the lake.
I think a lot of the questions that you would get from people that are looking to utilize your service is, are you insured? Have you gone through the proper processes? Is this going to be safe for me and my family to take advantage of? And it sounds like you guys have not just done your homework, you've been through every system, checking in DNR, checking in with the state level, federal level, and even the local level. Talk to us a little bit about that process.
Yeah, so getting insured as a 23-year-old with this company is not super easy. But some Mossholder Insurance was able to help us out, and so we have a good policy with them. We also have worked with lawyers, and Square has been a big help for us too. That's kind of how we transact. That's like our transaction platform with customers, and that helps us get deposits and stuff like that.
For ease and convenience, you guys are able to do digital transactions. Now, do you guys accept cash too?
We accept cash, but we prefer card, and that's as simple as they just tap their phone or tap their card to my phone, and it's just that easy.
Nice, away they go.
Yep. And for the captaining services, that's a little bit different because we have to reserve time slots. So we do require a deposit for that, but we just send an invoice via Square as well, and
awesome.
That will hold their spot for them.
Nice. So I think one of the biggest parts of doing business, especially in 2025, streamlining things and making it convenient. And it sounds like you guys have really gone through the process of making it convenient for your customers so that when they do come and take advantage of your services, there's no extra rigmarole to run through. There's no long-term drawn-out billing process. It's right there on the spot. And that, I think, will help you guys do very well. Was that intentional or?
Yeah, I think it was intentional. I mean, Jett has been a huge help with streamlining that whole process. He's really good with numbers, and his degrees have helped us immensely.
Well, one more time, I want you guys to hit up our listeners with your contact information, because again, we want to keep you busy this summer. I know I'm going to be calling on you quite a bit, especially when I want to go from dock to dock. Not a lot of people know that there are so many businesses and so many restaurants, and you can even go shopping right from the lake. You can go from one restaurant to another, one bar to another, and it sounds like they'll be able to give you guys a call and organize that. That sounds like a lot of fun. So contact information one more time for me.
So anybody can reach out to me anytime. My phone number is the business phone number at 443-289-4161. I also, the email is docksidesolutions@gmail.com.
The best way to reach me is through my private line. It's 301-501-8150. And then you can also send the company Facebook page a private message as well, and I respond very quickly on there as well.
Alrighty, gentlemen. Well, thank you so much for coming in. We want to thank all of our listeners, of course, for stopping on by to hear about another exciting business here at Deep Creek Lake. Be sure you hit up Jett and Gabe and Dockside Solutions for your next trip around Deep Creek Lake. And if you want to wake surf and so much more, you need a captain, they've got you covered. Alrighty, folks, remember, speaking of covered, be watching our Garrett County Business Development Facebook page, our Twitter, or X, whatever Elon's calling it these days. You can also check in on our LinkedIn, and we have an Instagram now, so keep up on the latest happening in your business community, including when future episodes of the Business B.E.A.R podcast drop. I'm Connor Norman, your business development specialist, and folks, I'll see you on the other side.